Hey there, Taurus. It's been a minute. Welcome back if you're returning to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. If you're new, my name is Alex. I'm here to bring you a general energy update for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Welcome cross watchers as well. So there's some changes occurring to my channel. I was only doing like 4 or 5 signs, I think, because I would want to do like a general, then a career, then a love, separate readings for each one, and I couldn't find. I was trying my best, but there was not enough time for me to do that for every sign. Do 3 different readings for every sign each week. So now I'm going back to doing all signs, and next week, starting next week, I will cover categories of general messages, love messages, and finance and career, all in the same reading. Reason being, because I'm finding in my general reads that I am being very repetitive, because the messages, once I get them, it's just clarifying them even more and kind of repeating them in these spreads. And I want to give everyone a reading, because you have more than one placement too. So one person might want to hear more than one reading for themselves, and then, you know, cross-watching and all that. So welcome back, Tauruses, and welcome if it's your first time. And I hope you find this helpful, but this format will change next week. All right, what are the general messages, Spirit, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node? Do you want me to cut? Cut? Yeah, okay. The World, Judgment, Pentacle, 9 of Pentacles. Judgment, 9 of Pentacles, the Moon. Pentacles. So this is good energy, but it's heavy, which makes sense. Astrologically right now, I'm not an astrologer, but I'm not qualified enough to read charts, but I do keep up with the energies, and this makes a lot of sense. So listen, Taurus, hold tight, don't click off. It's not bad, I promise, but this is going to help you. This is going to help you, okay? A lot of you Tauruses are finding yourself coming to the end of a cycle and recently finding the opportunity to close off one cycle and end the other and level up. However, the energy I'm getting is that in the recent past, you realize the need for this to happen in order for you to achieve this level up. You realize all the messages you've been getting about ending cycles in order to achieve a certain level up, whether it be actual 3D, you know, like job, career, family situation, finances, whatever, or it's spiritual. I don't know that all of you, and I'll dig deeper in these messages in a moment, have yet done that, but you understand and come to, and I'm getting an image of someone moping about it though, because the problem is for every level up, there is a price, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be a bad thing, but it's about perception. And if it's something that you don't want to give up, it's a hard road to toe. It's a hard road to toe. It just is. Road to toe. Whatever the saying is. So now in the present energy is judgment. You are really looking around you like, I finally realized what is cause and effect in my life. Like these outcomes that I get that I love, I want to do more of this. These outcomes that I don't love, this is where I'm like contributing to this. Allowing people in my life that don't belong in my life, that don't deserve to be in my life, being the go-to for everybody. And then ending up in these frustrating situations where you signed up for something that you really weren't ready or willing or shouldn't have been even asked to be responsible for. So it's really a come to Jesus moment for a lot of you right now. But the good thing is, 9 of Pentacles energy in the near future. So it's like, your understanding, Nine of Pentacles is about independence and self-worth and financial abundance as well, independently of another person being stable. Doesn't mean you're single, but what this is you realizing that you want to tap into this energy, because Nine of Pentacles, whether the person is single or coupled, they do not compromise their value, their self-worth, and the things they love about them in order to partner or couple or participate in other energies. So you're coming into that place of realizing, hey, I don't have to compromise so much of myself. I don't have to be at the expense of, I don't have to be the sacrifice made for someone else's happiness. So Spirit is advising you, Moon energy, this is all so sequential and makes so much sense, because Moon is about revealing the underside. Like, you know, if you are familiar with oh gosh, y'all, I'm a psych major. Well, I have a degree in psych and now I can't remember it. There's this chart, you know, the id. Anyway, the subconscious, what lies below. It goes so well with this. I wish I could remember whose theory it was, but that's neither here nor there. You're being advised to take a look. See, in this picture, I love it because the moon is shining down on what lies beneath the water. And the water is all about intuition, feelings, you know, desires, all of those things. And being honest about where you lie in the midst of all of that. You always have these little creeper crawlers or critters around. But the thing is, you can't control what they do. You can't control the wolf howling at the moon at night. You can't control the fact that the wolf is a hunter and comes out at night and preys on things that are vulnerable in the darkness. But you can control where you position yourself in the midst of all of this. Right? A wolf is going to be a wolf. But why are you out there in the middle of the night, submerged in water to protect yourself when you don't even need to be out there in the first place? So it's about really digging deep to find out, yes, it's easy. Sometimes it's not easy, but when we finally identify how others are hurting us, it's easy then to be like, you need to be accountable. But the reality is, accountability is more often, the positive aspect of it is more about you being accountable for yourself, not pointing out how everyone else is taking advantage of you, but why are you positioning yourself to be continuously taken advantage of? It's an exchange there. There's something that you thought you would get out of it. So why are you positioning yourself there? So anyway, the energy around you, there's an opportunity for a brand new beginning. Also financial abundance. There's some money coming in or available or opportunity available to you. Right? But in the obstacle or opportunity position, also about planting seeds. So I'm seeing this in this particular reading as both. So here we go. The obstacle has been that you have planted seeds. You want an apple tree and you keep planting orange seeds. It's never going to be an apple. But the opportunity is being more like your energy is very capable of manifesting in the 3D realm. So whatever you decide to plant is what will bloom. Spirit is saying, decide what you want. All you have to do is decide. Now, whether or not it's comfortable, whether or not it requires you to water, the soil 3 and 4 times a week versus 1, whether it requires you to tend to it a little bit more, that's different. Never promised it will be easy, but you still get to decide what kind of fruit you bear, which is a beautiful thing. Now, the outcome, 9 of Swords, I feel like this is a warning. Outcomes are not always going to be positive. This is a warning about the path you're on without all this change. So when I see more of a negative energy in the outcome, this is saying to you versus a positive. So like if it was a positive of 10 of Pentacles or something, I would say, or if the 9 of Pentacles was over here in the outcome, then that spirit saying to me that you're on the right path. So keep going and be aware of the little red flags or the little tweaks and adjustments that need to be made to keep you on this path. When it's something like 9 of Swords, stress, trauma, drama, it's telling me the path you're on is leading to this and you need to really pivot. In this energy this week, you need to take a hard pivot to avoid this. That's the beauty of tarot. The beauty of tarot is that it gives you insight into what is already there and you kind of already know. It kind of helps you sort through it, but you get to change and adjust to change the outcome when you hear the road that you're on and the trajectory you're on. So it's not set in stone. But you have to decide you want to switch paths, because I think what's happening right now, the energy is there. You've made the decisions internally. I want to put myself first. I understand that what I'm doing is contributing to some of the outcomes that I'm seeing. Some of the people that are in my energy that don't need to be there. Some of the blockages, even financially, that I don't get that y'all are having a whole lot of financial blockages right now. But I feel like there's some people in your energy that are slowing down that progress, or whose hands are in your pockets a bit. I feel the internal decision. I don't see the action. And Spirit is saying without the action, you can know all day long and you're still going to end up right here knowing what you could do to change things and still not adjusting them, ultimately ending up in some type of situation where it gets worse and worse and worse until the choice is out of your hands and now there's karmic justice issued. And you don't want it to be done by the universe. You can do it, or the universe can do it. I would prefer to be the one to make the choice, personally. Personally. Okay, let's go clarify some of this stuff. I want to see what the world energy opened up your eyes to about, elevating to the next level. Actually, I don't feel that's necessary. Let's clarify the judgment energy. What are some of the decisions actually being called? So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do a Kipper. Kipper kind of scares me because sometimes Kipper is very specific. I don't know why it scares me. I don't know why. That's the point, right? To get specifics. But I'm going to do a Kipper or two. So what's this judgment energy for Taurus, Spirit? Y'all want to start doing some lives with me? I would love to do that. Yeah. Six of Swords, Temperance, and King of Pentacles. If that ain't, everything that we've talked about until this point, about moving away from things that are creating turmoil and unsteadiness in your life and moving into a place where you're utilizing your spiritual connection with the divine to really follow your instinct to manifest into reality what you know it is that you want. But right now, I feel like there's a disconnect between what you spiritually and internally and morally know and what you're willing to do in the 3D realm to match that. On the other side of doing that is King of Pentacles. It's like an ultimate level up. This is heavily tied to your money. Your money, your money, your money. It's a spiritual level up and maturation process that, again, here's a thing. I don't get that you're struggling, but I get that there's another level that you want to be at. And maybe that's part of what is creating the delay, because you're okay, right? You're okay financially, or maybe even more than okay. But the ultimate King of Pentacles energy is on the other side of you trusting your spirituality, your connection, trusting the voice of God in your life, trusting your angel guide and your ancestors. Instead of, I'm feeling like a lot of you are trying to do it in a more of a logical way. 1 + 1 = 2. And if 1 + 1 = 2 and I'm going to do it this way. But the ancestors and the angels and your guides have been trying to guide you a different path. There's really more abundance for you there, but it doesn't make mathematical sense to you. I hope this is resonating with someone. And I think you're going into this energy of realizing that you don't want to compromise yourself anymore because you were trying to do it a certain way, your way. Let's see. This is 9 of Pentacles in the near future. All the energy is here. Sun. The Devil. Ooh. So we got Leo energy, Capricorn energy, the Fool, Aries energy, I believe is the Fool. Wow. That's 3 major arcana. You are in a major shift, Taurus. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's 3 under that. There's a major arcana here. Major arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana on the board. Out of 13 cards. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Anywho. The Sun, the Devil, and the Fool. So, realizing what your ultimate happiness is. Realizing the idea and the picture that you have for your life. How the picture in the frame looks. Right? But I almost feel that you're realizing your picture doesn't match this. You're not miserable necessarily. It just doesn't match this. And there's some negative attachment to belongings or ideals about how things should work. Maybe some toxic habits or patterns behind that with regard to abundance. It's something about your idea about what being stable is and abundant is and having it together is. And it's keeping you trapped and away from this Fool energy. Fool is all about taking a leap of faith. Faith is all about understanding and understanding spiritual messages and spiritual guidance with no physical evidence or proof. The devil is about needing proof, and the devil knows you need proof. So therefore, the devil provides false proof to get you to move where they want you to move. And it keeps you, it's like this baiting situation. And you never quite get to the thing that you're chasing. But the devil knows how to work that energy. It keeps you away from the sun. It keeps you away from feeling free. And at the core of the sun and the Fool energy is this devil energy, which, even though that's a Capricorn card, is how you've been operating based off of your own knowing and not necessarily on your connection with spirit. Okay, but the thing is that's beautiful about here, again, Taurus, you have all the control over this situation to shift it, and spirit is heavily supporting you to move beyond it. The Moon energy. King of Swords. 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords. So you're really being encouraged to look at your situation logically and assign blame where it belongs. Separate facts from feelings. If a person took advantage of you, how did they have access to you in the first place to take advantage of you? Let's take it a step back further and look at the whole situation from A to Z. Be logical about that. Assign blame where necessary. Cut out things where necessary. Choose an option and plan and take action on the outcome that you want. Once you make the observation, take the action. Remember I said I didn't see a whole lot of action cards. This is the advice from spirit. You have to take the action and make a choice that reflects the outcome that you want. Ace of Swords. This is one of those situations where you're not going to law of attraction your way into this change. This spirit is requiring you to do things, make direct choices and communicate direct decisions, not just wait for things to fall in place. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is clear as day. There's a lot of opportunity around you. 4 of Wands. Here's the funny thing. I say you're required to take action. And then here comes the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. If you need a minute to decide, let's say, I'm hearing you know what needs to go. You know what needs to go. That's where you have to take action. But if you need to decide, a moment to decide what it is you're trying to bring in, then take a moment. 4 of Swords, take a moment of reprieve to gain some clarity. But once you do that and get that clarity, Queen of Swords and 3 of Wands, you need to make a decision about how you're going to bring that in. And again, because this is clarifying 7 of Pentacles, it's all about the seeds you decide to plant. They'll come in. The fruit from those trees will come in, but what fruit do you want? Okay, and let's look at this 9 of Swords. Because like I said, I feel because it's a Nine of Swords in the outcome. Right now, however it is you're operating, Spirit is giving you the cheat code to get away from that Nine of Swords energy. Because something about not moving fast enough. And it's so funny because this is a Taurus reading, which makes sense. It's like you're thinking about it. You got to stop thinking about it, Taurus. It's time to take action. Do what you got to do. Because you're stressed. And if you think you're stressed now, you ain't seen nothing yet. 3 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. The Hermit again. Did the Hermit come out before? Maybe not. You need to collaborate with others on a... I'm feeling more in a work realm with regards to your projects. This is where this Ace of Pentacles comes in. There's a lot of money in the atmosphere for you right now, Taurus. All you got to do is decide what it is, how you want to get it. You know, what's the most pleasurable way for me to get this money? Because that's the beauty of your reading. It's so much money around you right now. You just have to decide where you want to go get it from. You know, which process is more pleasurable for you. Equal give and take. Again, more financial. And then the Hermit card about going within to gain clarity. However, there is something. So this is all clarifying the Nine of Swords. So this is what is telling me again. There's a spiritual journey that will hang you up on your financial path. Only you know what that is. It's going to be different for all of you. But it's either, because the two are intertwined, I get that it's a family situation. It has to be something close. It has to be. We're not talking about an associate. Well, we could be. Maybe there's somebody around you that's like, you feel like, you know, they're not quote unquote a good person. They don't match. They don't fit. There's something about them that underneath the surface is ugly. Okay. And if you think you can keep it suppressed to where it doesn't affect your outcome, or you think you're controlling the situation, it's going to end up controlling you. Only you know how these two are connected, but they are. So I hope this helps. Again, be prepared for my format to change next week. If anybody sees this video, I haven't done, like I said, I haven't done a Taurus video in so long. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, my dear Taurians, I love you. Bye.